time when it was all women. Before that, all young women, and earlier than that, the job didn't exist. This was one of the duties of the co-pilot. In the early days of flying, it was thought that a man in uniform gave the passengers a sense of security and safety, even handing out sandwiches. TWA gave the job to young women only after United and American had started putting stewardesses on their flights. In 1935, TWA recruited 22 young women, the first class of what this airline called its hostesses. You had to be a registered nurse within a certain height and weight range, single, no bleach blondes, and you had to be what management considered a nice girl. And except for being a registered nurse, many requirements stayed the same for a long time.
To qualify on most airlines, she must be healthy, single, and between the ages of 21 and 28. She must be between 5 feet 2 and 5 feet 6 inches in height and of normal weight. Girls who are accepted receive special training in the rudiments of flight regulations, air routes, meteorology, and aeronautics.
I started in the class of February 1st, 1960. They liked girls that were from good families, and a lot of us were from the Midwest, and some of us were from the farms. I think they were looking for more like the girl next door. Not very much makeup, natural hair color. We had to have very short hair. Our hair could not touch our collar. Lots and lots of rules and regulations. And then the final image was like the Coca-Cola girl. We all had bright red lipstick, and we all looked alike. And we didn't mind that because it was such a select group, and we felt fortunate to have the job.
There have been a lot of changes since the job was created, some of them forced by the flight attendants who didn't want to lose their jobs because they put on a few pounds, got married, had children, or because they celebrated a certain birthday. Other changes were cosmetic. Every few years, the airline would update the uniform to hit just the right balance, stylish but professional. Some hostesses' uniforms are considered classics. Others fell short.
They're made of paper and designed for TWA's foreign accent flights within the United States. Here they are, the Roman toga worn for the Italian accent flight, the English accent pub costume, complete with miniskirt. Paper pajamas set the mood for airborne service, Manhattan penthouse style. And for French-style flights, the hostess wears a gold paper mini dress.
But even the paper uniforms of 1968, which some senior hostesses simply refused to wear and which disappeared after 8 months, were an example of how important these most visible employees had become to the selling of an airline and its image.
We felt like we wanted to give the public the best image and the best service. And we were always competing with United and American, and service was TWA's big name. That was our main way of competing.
From the beginning, the job attracted young women who liked people, liked to travel, and had a spirit of adventure. In the early days especially, there was the element of danger. A year before the first hostesses were hired, the nation read about the death of famed Notre Dame football coach Knute Rockne in the crash of one of TWA's old Fokker trimotors in Kansas. Any tragedy makes headlines. The spotlight is even brighter when a celebrity is involved.